my name is Ryan. Welcome to my channel. I'm a new mom. I have one son that's almost 11 months old, and I wanted to share today the few baby must-haves that I've picked up along the way to help any new moms out there. I hope you enjoy this video and like if you do. Thank you. Start off with a muslin blanket. They are very big blankets, like it won't even fit in the screen. I got this one off Amazon's care package that they send when you make a baby registry for free, and they're really nice and breathable. They're pretty thin, but like when you layer them it makes it a lot warmer, and it's really good for swaddling. I think that's what its main purpose is, but I think there are so many purposes for them, and you can use it as like a breastfeeding cover if you want to cover up. You don't have to if you don't want to. And they're great for covering up the car seat or the stroller when it's really hot. And you know, even when I had him as a newborn, you know, their heads or their necks are very weak, so if you just want to roll it up in their car seat, they're like wobbling their heads all over the place. You could roll it up and, you know, put it where their head is so it keeps it in place. But I only do this if you are able to sit in the back with them to keep an eye on them. You don't want to have them suffocate on the blanket. Yeah. So moving on, I recommend a diaper caddy. This is the one I have. I got this on Amazon too, and it's just nice because it has all these compartments, so you don't have to keep running up and down the stairs if you have stairs, or running around the house to go get a diaper. You have it, and you can bring this around the house wherever you want. I like to keep diapers in it, and butt wipes, and hand sanitizer, and you know, just anything you need. It's good to have maybe a thermometer in there. That's where you remember that it is. Or I had Vaseline in it for, you know, his butt sometimes. And yeah. Also, I keep these bags in it. It's they're scented. It's kind of like having the diaper genie, but it'd be like on the go. But I don't have a diaper genie downstairs, so I just wrap it up and throw it in the trash, and you don't even smell it if it's a stinky one, you know. And I also suggest, if you don't have the money or you don't want to spend money on a diaper caddy because you're just like, maybe I won't use it, I suggest you just use a diaper box, like an old one, you know. This is what I keep by my bed for nighttime, and we keep his nighttime diapers in here, overnight diapers. It's basically got the same stuff, you know, hand sanitizer, lotion, butt wipes, that's about it. And I keep some birth cloths in there because at nighttime I breastfeed, and you know, I leak on one, and I use the birth cloth for that. I love these kinds of bibs. They're not like I don't know what you would call them. They're not like this normal material kind of bib. This is 100% polyester, and so you see it's kind of like, I don't know what you would call it, like slick. It's not gonna absorb the food, so that means it's not gonna stain as bad. I feel like I used all these bibs and they just stain, and they're so ugly afterwards. And you know, if he's having tomato something, it's not gonna stain. It's just gonna go down into this. Yeah, and it's easy. You can just wipe it and reuse it the next time. You don't have to wash it every single time. So that's another must-have of mine. These are changing mats. They kind of remind me of those bamboo changing mats. Okay, I don't know if it is, but it's just like a soft material, and you know, It's nice because it absorbs things. I noticed that when I use a changing mat, and it's one of those like slick ones like I just showed you, like the bib, a lot of them are made of materials like that so that you can wipe them easy. But when you have a boy and he pees when you're changing him, the pee doesn't absorb, it just like spills off to the side, so it's not capturing any of this liquid. So if that happens, this would help a lot. And I love this because I just leave them around the house. I have like 3 of them, and then I change him on my bed. I just put this down, and it's not cold. I feel bad for him when I have his little butt on a cold diaper or changing mat. So these are great for that, and it's easy to store it. Like you can fold it up so tiny and put it in your bag, and that's what I use all the time. So one of my baby must-haves for breastfeeding would be this haakaa. So you kind of just suction cup it to your breast while you're feeding the baby, and on the other breast, you know, milk, it falls out at the same time, and you catch all that milk. And for the first, I don't know, a few months, I didn't even use my breast milk because I catch so much milk with the haakaa. And I could even just put it on without feeding him, and it would help me get milk out, and I didn't even have to pump, like just in public, with a cover. And so, yeah. Another must-have for me are these binky clips, or pacifier clips, whatever you like to call them. They clip onto their clothes like this, and you just clip on. You can clip it to yourself, or you can clip it to the baby's shirt. I ended up doing it to myself or my carrier because, you know, he's on me. And then, you know, just stick it in their mouth, make it be quiet, and they're not gonna drop it because, you know, I don't know, if you're a new mom, you know that the babies have a hard time keeping the binky in their mouth. It just like keeps falling out in the beginning. It's not like they just take it so easily. I didn't know that at first. I just kept putting it in his mouth and he just drop it. And I'm like, can you stop that? I have to wash it every single time. So those are a lifesaver, especially in public. I like to clip it onto my carriers when I take him out, which is another thing I'm going to show you. Those are my big must-haves for a baby. So when I just first started out, I didn't know, so I just like experimented with a bunch of different carriers. There are a bunch of different carriers. There are like the clip-on ones, there's the slings, and there's wraps. So I got them all, of course. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like a wrap. It's like just a really long material, and you tie it all up around yourself. Look how long it is. It's like so long, but you just tie it up around yourself and hold the baby, and I'll insert a clip of me wearing it with him so it's not so confusing. And I loved that for when he was a newborn because it was so close and I could cover his face kind of, and people wouldn't be able to cough on him or something. Plus I could breastfeed in it if you just like scoot it down lower. The second carrier that I ended up getting and loving, and I wish that I had it sooner, was a sling. So sling is so easy to put on, like literally it's on, and you just adjust it from here and pull the strings down, not the string, the strap down. And then he would just be sitting in here, which I'll also insert a clip of me with him, and he's a lot bigger now, so. But you can wear these when they're toddlers too. But the thing I like most about this is that it was so easy to breastfeed him, and I could just lay him down, like he'd be here, you get it? And I breastfeed him, and the great thing about this part is you just cover it, and then you're covered. I used to go to restaurants with this on, and he would just sleep and eat right there while I'm eating. But the latest I have is a boba carrier, and I love this one, especially now that he's bigger because he's heavy. So it's so easy. You just clip it on and then you put it on, and there's just a clip right here in the back, and it's so easy to put on. But he just sits right there, and I love it because there's this cover for his head and everything. And I will insert a clip of me wearing it with him now, but he's sleeping, so yeah. Here's my little helper, and he's gonna put one chunky leg in like that. This is a lot easier when he was a newborn. And there. So you see the cross is right on his butt. It's on your butt. And it's nice to separate it so that it's comfy for him. It's nice to do this if you're sitting on the floor, just to be safer if you haven't done this before, especially with one that moves a lot. You can see it's all comfy here, and you want to get the pieces so that they're right behind his knees. And this part, get under. This will help secure it all. Okay. See? All good. And it's really comfy, and you just pulling these over your shoulder are going to help a lot. I feel like some people wear it like really close, and maybe that's just brand they have. But I feel like it's really comfy when you have it spread out. And yeah, it's cute. And you can put something in here, like a little, I don't know, whatever you got. He likes it. And it's really good for their legs when it's more like an M shape. So his butt should be lower than his knees, or the baby. It's not really sitting there then. Oh, he's a little big on this. And he's stretching his legs, but yeah, so their knees should be able to be like that, not straight down like some characters. Yeah, close enough to kiss. They say that. And then if I wanted to breastfeed him, I could just shimmy him down and loosen it up and just breastfeed. But let's show you guys the next one. My partner again. And so put him over my shoulder. Put his big chunky legs in. Put it back in the back of his knees, because he should be sitting in it. And I like to do that. Have him sit. Hey, don't get your hand inside my shirt. Okay. And then we're gonna tighten it up. Make sure the whole thing is. And this one especially, you want it to be flat and flush onto you. And this is the front way. I haven't put him on the side, but he's probably big enough for that now. And you see his butt is lower than his knees, and that's good for their hips to have it bent. It's called an M. I forgot what it's called. M sitting position. And I used to love this for breastfeeding. So I would just like loosen one side. So up this way, this side will get like looser. And the whole thing. And when he was extra little, I could just do that. So still have to support him a little bit. And then just cover it up. If you have a tank top or something, you can just put it in. He's a little big now, so he just like throws it over his head and he's like, I don't want to do that. But you just put him back and tighten it up again. Yep, just like that. Now this is a lot less comfortable now that he's huge. So I'm going to show you my favorite one now, which is very good at supporting this big baby. Look at the Boba X. So you just take it and flip it onto the back. And I'm going to turn it around because my husband was wearing it and it wasn't adjusted to me anymore. But these are super easy to adjust. It's made so that you can do it by yourself, because you know, you don't always have to help. He loves it. He's just holding his hands up. Okay. So just make sure their legs are in there on the sides. I'll just bounce a little to get them comfy. Oh, he slipped on my face. Here's the clip. And now he's all comfy in here. He's got his legs in a good position. So his hips are safe and in the M squatting position. This is great because I could cover his head like that, and there's clips right here. Yep, he loves this one, and yeah, he'll tell you all about it. This is great because you can put it on your back, just like I did, put it on your back. So I'm not gonna show right now, but he loves it on the back, and he loves just in the front. You got a booger? Okay, I'll get it for you. But yes, this is the boba, and this is my favorite carrier. It supports so well, and it's even. I like the other carriers too, but with the sling, it kind of relies on one shoulder more. And I have scoliosis, so that hurts. And I love this one. It's all padded, and it's made to fit your baby. What? He needs me to get this booger, so. This is how you take it off. So easy. Open! Say bye-bye. Thank you for watching our video. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. High five. Yeah. Okay. This is the little guy. And his crazy hair. Say bye-bye. Okay. Thank you for being a partner. Also, one of my favorite baby must-haves is a car mirror so that you could see them in your rearview mirror and it's facing them. It's great for you so that you could see your baby while you're driving, but also they feel more comforted that they could see you and even themselves, and it's just a big distraction for them. And I feel like my baby used to cry so much in the beginning until I got a better car seat and this mirror. It was like everything changed. I don't know why. It was just a miracle. And another thing that is such a lifesaver for us is a yoga ball. I used to bounce on this ball when I was pregnant, like the whole pregnancy, so maybe this has something to do with it, but our baby does not care for a rocking chair, and to put him to sleep, we just rocking him. It gets a little tiring, and we ended up using the yoga ball and just kind of lightly bouncing him like that, or just bouncing and swaying, and he loves it. And we put him to sleep on the ball since he was born, basically, and he loves to play with it too. He pushes it around and he likes to bounce with us on it. So I would suggest that, especially if you're like pregnant watching this right now, it's so good to have a yoga ball. It's so much more comfortable. I bounced on that thing for like 3 months straight. So I suggest you get one. It's great. So that was all my baby must-haves. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. Please like this video, and hopefully I'll start making more videos. Bye!